Good morning, folks. I'm Mike Cook. I'm IBM's Global Payments Leader, and I'm welcoming you to the Economics of Payment stream. My thanks to Andrew and Abraham for setting the scene there with a terrific kickoff to the summit. In this stream, we're going to explore through various panels and presentations, the economics of payments. Economics has got two sides to it. Over the last few years, all of us in the industry have been attuned to some of the costs of modernization, from the changes in business architectures, from the changes in technology and operational architectures, to the development of new offerings to realize the potential. And it's that last bit that these panelists are going to explore. We've seen through the pandemic a change in the revenue opportunities here. We've seen the ascension of new payments offerings around cross-border payments, about real time, around buy now, pay later, and trade finance. And this panel is going to pick up on that stream and provide the counterbalance to our reality of some of the costs of modernization. On day one here, it's going to have a terrific kickoff. There's going to be a data set presented by Payments Canada and the Bank of Canada around how we as Canadians have changed our payment patterns over the last 2 years. It has been instrumental. It's going to shape what we do going forward. That's going to be followed up by John Hunter. John Hunter recently made a job change, but for much of the last couple of years, he's been running SWIFT, and he's going to come in and talk about what cross-border payments is going to come out of the SWIFT organization. Following on with the appointment of Abraham as our open banking czar, we have a wonderful panel with some returnees from last year's great panel on open banking on what a made in Canada open banking solution could look like. That was one of last year's highlights with a bunch of returnees. I'm looking forward to that one greatly. The final session today is a group of big and small bankers who I know personally have been working on modernization, and it's how are we going to use this modernization to change the way Canadians and Canadian businesses go around their daily work. On day two, we're going to pick it up again. We're going to be kicked off with Jim Felice, who comes out of Visa. And Jim's going to talk about the overlay services that we're going to put on these new rails that have been developed. It's going to be followed up by Seth Ross from Ceridian, who's going to talk about one of those overlay services, very appropriate for the gig economy, and that is around an on-demand wallet for on-demand pay. Payments and the generation of new opportunities requires the art of sales. We have an all-star panel talking about how we're going to sell these new offerings into the marketplace to Canadians and new businesses. And we're going to close out the day with a discussion around faster payments, cross-border payments, with a panel led by our friends from CGI and TCH. Day three is going to expand upon that, new overlay services on these existing rails with a fintech panel from 3 leading fintechs in Canada. And then a reminder that sometimes old is new. One of the things that we've seen during this pandemic is the resurgence of some old platforms. And where does prepaid fit into that? I hope you'll be able to join us for all of these sessions, but I know everyone's busy and the virtual makes it a little difficult. Given that may happen, I'm going to be attending all of these sessions throughout, and I'll do a Coles Notes roundup at 2:40 on Thursday. I hope you come back for that. Until then, have a great conference, have a great summit, and it's now over to the breakout rooms.